What's up? It's your man LR. Back with some lentil patties and some technical issues, but we'll get to that. Let's start off with our dough. We're going to add 4 cups of flour, tablespoon of salt, we're going to add our turmeric, 1.5 tablespoons. Just love that color. It's so pretty. Then we add our cold butter. Now the recipe asks for vegan shortening and vegan butter, but yeah, I wouldn't do all that. I just want the regular ass butter. So then you fold it with knives, either mix it together, or use a pastry blender. But yeah, this didn't work out so well. Now keep in mind, I ain't made these in like over a year, so my technique was a little bit off. Next time I might go use a pastry or mix or whatever. But anyway, work quickly, add a little bit of amounts of water in there, mix it up till you get kind of a crumbly consistency to it. In my case, with this, I didn't put enough butter in there. Had a few issues, but I was like, the show will go on. So then you form the dough into a disc, wrap it up in plastic, and throw it in your refrigerator for at least an hour. So now let's get to work on our lentils. Gonna add our water, 2 cups to our pot. We add our lentils. I use green lentils. I think brown ones will work too because they got better texture, whereas like the red ones, they get mushy fast. And I didn't want mushy stuff in my patties per se. So once you put your lentils in, you bring the whole thing to a boil. Once it's boiling, stir it up a little, turn the heat down to low, and let it simmer for at least 30 minutes or until your lentils are tender. Once the lentils are done, you can drain the liquid and set the pot aside. Now you get your skillet up, get the oil nice and hot. And once you got the oil hot, add your onions in and cook them until they're soft. It was about the equivalent of a large onion. It's in the recipe, so you'll see it. But most of the time, I got like a huge onion, so I don't be doing this much. But add your garlic and your ginger, and you cook that for a minute. You don't want to cook the garlic too long because it'll start burning. Once you got that going where it's nice and fragrant, add your lentils, turmeric, cumin, allspice, cardamom, you chopped up habanero peppers and thyme, and you cook all of that for 10 minutes. Lentils almost look like ground beef a little bit, don't it? Habaneros are chopped up. Then once you got all that cooked, add chopped up tomatoes, parsley, green onions, of which I didn't have any that day, and some vegetable stock. And once that's boiling, simmer it for about 30 minutes, or at least until most of the liquid is evaporated. There. Color looks so pretty. Right? Once we got that done, we're gonna get to rolling out our dough. So get you a nice flat surface, lightly flour it a little bit, and then get your pastry dough out the refrigerator and you roll it out. As you see, I was having a few problems at the time. Crazily enough, even though the dough and stuff, it wasn't the right consistency per se when I was doing my rollouts, everything came out good. Probably why I continued doing this during video, because I was like, you might as well see what I mess up and you can still make something messed up look good, because if you look over the side, it still look dry. If you look over there on the left, and you know, it's stuff where water can stick. Like, damn it. Not be the first thing, I'm not the greatest at using a roller. In fact, making these things was the first time I'd ever used them. And then my dingbat butt forgot to cut the thing out before I put the filling in. I was just all out of whack. Look at, oh shit, I did it wrong. So then I got my little cut, my bowl, and then I cut around it. See, normally you would do that first. You know, and just because I love y'all, I'm going to include a little footage of how it's actually supposed to look when you do it right. Because at this point, my camera overheated. And me actually doing it probably would have got recorded, but yeah, my Polo camera just got so hot. So. Anyway, this is what it's supposed to look like. Big ups to Cooking with Aunt Jay for letting me borrow her video. She probably don't know I borrowed it, but I borrowed it. Gave her proper credit. You run around the edges with the cashew milk. Then you close it up. Push it down with your fingertips, and then you go back and fork it around the edge to get the little pattern. Then be sure to fork the top of them with holes to let some of that pressure out. And then you put them on parchment paper, and you put them in the oven. See, these are the finished product, because, yeah, I lost a lot of footage. But at least you got this. Shout out to me having my camera phone. But as you see, they look good, you know. Had a couple technical snafus, to say the least, with this latest lentil video, which is why it took me a little while to get the editing down, and had to finagle some solutions to them things. But the next time I make some, since I ain't gonna make it a year, we're gonna do a better job, and I'll do a video of that too. So this is kind of like the to be continued version of the lentil saga. So, till next time, deuces, people.
Load of Kim.
GBA Studio.
Whole lot of magic.